I'm going to start working on these leaves. You want to pay attention when you're doing leaves for a floral. Every flower has its own shape of a leaf. I've drawn this up ahead of time just to give you the idea. Geranium leaves are kind of big, and they're basically a shape like this. They almost look like a deciduous leaf tree, but they have this kind of a shape. So when I'm painting these in, I'm just going to be winging them and just trying to make these shapes in my head with the brush. A rose leaf is much smaller. These aren't to scale, by the way. These are not to scale. But a rose leaf is much smaller, has a totally different shape. Lilac leaves almost look like a spade for a playing card. A sunflower leaf is more like this, and it's obviously much bigger. So I see a lot of artists, and they'll take a flat brush like this and just make a generic leaf, and no matter what flower they paint, they put the same type of leaf with it. You really shouldn't do that. You should do a little studying and just look up online, get some photos of a reference for what you're doing, and know your subject and put the appropriate leaf with the right flower. It's just going to be much better in the end. Okay, so I'm going to go in with something darker here and start putting in some of these larger leaves. I can work right on this puddle of green that I had. And I'm going to take sap green, maybe a little bit of that cerulean blue. You know me, I got to stick some blue in here somewhere again. So I'm going to take blue and green, maybe a little bit of black. I said a little bit of black, Willie. Whew, I got a lot there now. I'll just put a little touch of white with it. I want it quite dark anyway. There we go. That's not too bad. I'm going to chisel this brush right up nice and sharp. And I'm just seeing these in my mind's eye. And like I said, I'm kind of thinking this shape of leaf, but I'm going to turn them different angles. So they're laying every which way. I've got some coming this way, so it's kind of over the edge of the rim of the pot now and then. So here we go. And see, you can literally just take the brush like this and just carve it out. I'm working into that wet green paint that I had from before, but if I use enough paint and enough pressure, I can paint right over the top, just like that. See, and it'll cover it, no problem.